Okay. If you wrote this, y equals, let's see, negative 4x plus 3, you are awesome. You are awesome. But let me throw you one more point. Could you please write that in standard form? From last Monday, standard form. Put it in standard form. What form is that? That's y-intercept. That's y-intercept form. I want that bad boy in standard form. Remember how to do that? X's and Y's on one side, no negatives in the front, no fractions. Yours look like mine? Are you good? Yeah, you feeling it? Right on, right on. Okay, so here's what. I just move the 4 over? It does. So X is first, Y is second. Because in that chapter where we do solving 2 equations at once, we need to line them up. Great question. That's a really great question. Do this one. All by yourselves. Write the equation just in y equals mx plus b. And if you're fast and you want to try putting it in standard form, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go all the way. We can do it. Put it all the way in the standard form. We can do this. But this is a lot. This is chunky, right? And you can erase the I. If you don't have the I there. Hey, Cedric, I think you came in late and they might have marked you. If it shows up, I'll undo it, okay? Be here. This way, there we go. Y equals mx plus b. We're going to plug some stuff in. It's going to look very nice. Now put it in standard form. You can move that. Now standard form. Get an answer you like. If you get like -1 for your b, which is awesome, now put it in standard form. Get that y and x on one side. Get rid of that fraction. Multiply 2 by 3. And then get rid of the negative. Are you brave enough to do it? Not yet. Yeah, no, that should be positive for you. So that will be positive for you. Yeah. Everything else was great. So you got it. Okay, here I go. I'm going to say y equals 2/3 x plus b. There's my x helper. There's my y helper. -5 equals 2/3 and -6/1. See what I did there? That's messy. There we go. Plus b. -5 equals, ooh, a little cancel action. -4 plus b. B equals -1. Please be careful with those negatives and positives. If you got to this point, y equals 2/3 x minus 1. Let's stop there. Could you show me a little wiggle of your fingers if you got to at least there? Awesome. Nicely done. Right on. Or if you caught your mistake, sometimes it's just a negative gets dropped out. Ooh, let's put it in standard form. This guy's a little bit of a pain in the ass to do standard form, right? But let's do it because we're badass and we can do it. So here's what it looks like. Hold on, I'm erasing this. I'm going to move that 2/3 over. I'm not going to show every step because this is pre-calc and you guys can do some of that on your own. So here's what. You can do the next part in 2 steps or in 1. I'm going to do it in 2 so no one's confused. First, I'm going to get rid of this damn negative, right? So that becomes positive, that becomes negative, that becomes positive. He's done. Now I'm going to get rid of the 3. Everyone gets a 3. He gets a 3. He gets a 3. You kind of Oprah it. He gets a 3. Everyone gets a 3. Cancel. 2x minus 3y equals 3. Can we do that in 1 step? We can, but we don't need to. Okay? I can't have a fraction in standard form, so I want to multiply everything by 3 to cancel it out. Good question. That was a great question. Okay, so here we go. I'm about to show you a little bit of gypsy magic here. And I swear to God, every year I teach this, I will have students who will say to me, I don't really believe you. I think you're lying.
Oh, isn't it the like actual?
Yep. So here's what. You guys ready? Gentlemen? You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. We need to have a point and a slope. We got no slopes. So I'm going to show you how you were taught to do this. And some of you are going to be like, Miss T, can I stick with that way? And if it works for you and you never make mistakes, I say go for it. But I'm going to show you, honest to God, a little bit of gypsy magic that's going to make it way easier. And every year kids are like, I think you're lying. I think that you just made that up. I kind of did, but I didn't. The formula I'm going to show you that you all do goes this way, side to side. I'm going to do it up and down, and you're going to be like, oh my God, that is so much easier. So you do you. So let's together on our whiteboard desk find the slope of this the way you learned how to do it back in Algebra 1 and back in geometry. Oh, it's this guy. M equals Y2. I know right now, like I just feel like I just traumatized some of you. Like you're having a little PTSD right there, right? Now, I'm going to tell you this. If you hate this, you can stop right now and not ever use this method ever again. I'm going to do it this way one time, and then I'm never going to do it this way again. But I want to prove to you that what I'm going to say works, and I'm going to support those of you who feel like, Miss T, I like the formula. Get the hell out of my face with it. You're with your crazy gypsy magic, right? So here's how we're taught to do it. We're taught to say 7 minus 1 over -3 minus 6. Did I lose anybody? This is old school. Then we're going to say that, I'm going to do a little changey there. I get 6 over 3. I get 2 over 1. Is everybody okay with what I just did there? Okay. You ready? I'm never going to do it this way again. So, Bob, you want to watch this because this is my shortcut way. And I swear to you, if you listen to me, you will never get these wrong. So the first thing I need to tell you is what slope actually means. If I want to know that, like, if I'm having Brody stand up and I'm here and we want to know who is taller, we're trying to find out the difference in our height. And we would subtract them. We take his height in inches, we take my height in inches, and we would subtract them. So anytime we're doing anything with distance, it's really just subtraction. This, just subtraction. That's all it is. And here's what you guys know. I can write a subtraction problem like this, 10 take away 2, right? Or I can do this. Does it change anything? No. I just make it a plus and change the back stuff. Okay, so watch what I'm going to do. You're going to think it's crazy. I'm going to take either of those points that I want. I could start with this one, or I could start with this one. It doesn't matter. So give me a point to start with. Someone yell one up. Oh, so which one of those 2 points am I starting with? -6, 1. Is everybody okay with that? Now I'm going to take the other one and put it right underneath. Write this down on your desk. Okay, here's what's crazy. Instead of going side to side, I'm going up and down. I'm going to subtract this bottom stuff. And subtract means change the signs. So instead of going like this, minus, I'm going to do this. Plus, what will that become? And what will that become? Right? Because that's what you're allowed to do. Now watch, here comes the crazy gypsy magic. 1 plus -7. -6 plus +3. Oops. Done. That's all I have to do. I line them up. I change the signs. I put the X underneath because it's Y over X. That is all you have to do. And you're like, what? Let's try one. Are you guys ready? Here we go. We're going to try our own. Okay, here we go. I am literally making this up in my head. Now, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. If it's got a bunch of negatives on it, put it on the bottom, because you're going to change those, right? So step one, line them up. Does it matter which one goes first? It doesn't. If you want to put this guy first and this guy second, that's fine. This guy second, this guy first, it still works. That's why this method is so nice, because it's not this whole Y1, X1, blah, 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 blah. Just write them down. 5, 7, -2, -8. We are going to subtract the bottom stuff, which means change the signs. So what does this dude become? What does this dude become? So now, 15 and 7, the only thing that's tricky is you have to remember this guy goes on the bottom. And you just did slope without doing any work whatsoever. No formula, no messy stuff to clean up. That's it. Line them up, change the signs on the bottom, put the X underneath, you are done. Is it the same as the other thing? It is. It's just instead of going side to side, we're going up and down. Does that make sense? Is that like a billion times easier? Yeah. I think so. I think so. So let's go back to this. Here we go. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write the equation between those points. You need an M. You know how to find that now. And you need a B. Do you need to use both points for B? No. Use either one you want. I don't care. Use this -6 in the 1 or use the -3 in the 7. I don't care. Get your slope. And then plug in one of those points to get your B, and then write your equation. Awesome. Keep going, you're doing great. -6, awesome. And then B doesn't, awesome, which so my slope is beautiful. And now that's your M. Yep. Easy, huh? It does feel like gypsy magic. It does feel like I knew better.
Wait, -3, 8?
-7, what else?
So
for you, it's just your negatives on there. And you have them there. You're just not seeing them. You write the 2 points. So write -6, 1, and write the other one underneath. So change both sides. So +3, -7. Now for the line, add it up. 6. The second guy goes on top, the first guy goes on the bottom. So -6 over negative. Does that make sense? Because it's Y over X. So what's your slope? There you go. Okay. No fuss, no muss, no dirty dishes. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. Y equals 2X plus B. I don't care which point you use. I'm going to use the 7 and the -3. I don't know why. I just am. So 7 is going to go here, and -3 is going to go here. So that's going to be 7 equals -6 plus B. B equals -13. Y equals 2X minus 13. If you just wrote -13, it would be wrong, right? I need the equation of the line. Equation of the line. Okay, you guys ready to do it all on your own? You got this? Here we go. Here we go. Are we good?
Isn't it positive?
Shut up, maybe. Maybe it's positive. Don't judge me. It's Shireen made me do it. Shireen's fault. Don't judge me. I've done this all day. Am I good? Yeah, the 6 over. +6, +6. For this? I blame Caroline for not fixing it. I blame you. Try this one all on your own, all the way through. Find the slope, use a point. I'll be honest, when I'm doing the point, I can say the two too. I know the negatives, but it's a nice round number. You're going to get a fractiony slope. You can leave it that negative 10 over 4, but you can reduce it to negative 5 over 2. Might make the canceling a little bit nicer.
Oh, you choose any one of the lines.
Yeah, I use the X. You know what? I use these guys because it doesn't, I'm not going to mess it up. I am going to plug the same number in for X and for Y. So I give myself a lot less chances to mess up. Like that way I'm not like, oh, damn, I was supposed to plug that in for X and that in for Y. Right? But you should get a little chance reaction on those negative 2s, yeah. Should come out with a decent number. I'm watching. Is it 3? No, it's not. Let's see if we leave so much. Cancels. So you're going to get negative 5. You're going to negative and negative 5. Yeah, that is good to go. Let's see where we messed up over here. Oh, here's why. Negative and a negative. Cancel 5, add 5 to this side. I mean, so watch, negative and negative. So, yeah. Why am wait. Now I'm messing up.
Oh.
How'd you get
It should be negative 7, right? Yeah, negative 7. Negative 7. Here's one. I'll get it with you. So before I do it, Augustine, what'd you get for your slope?
Oh wait, slope. I got -2.
So there's your mistake. So we'll catch it. Right. Here's what I'm going to do. -6, 8, -2, -2. Change. Right away. Second guy. Change. So on here I'm going to get 10, -4. Boom. That's the only thing that's tricky to remember. It goes on the bottom. It's always a fraction. So I'm going to make that 5 over -2 because I like smaller numbers, right? So I'm going to say y equals 5 over -2 times whatever x is plus b. Now I'm going to plug in here the -2, and look what I'm going to do here, -2 over 1. So I think it was just a slope. Yeah, and once you got that down, this is me. So here's what I'm going to do. Cancel. -2 equals 5 plus b. Man, those negatives and positives, it's what's going to kill you. It's not going to be the math. There you go. So here's my answer. Y equals 5 over -2x minus 7. How we do we do okay? One last one, and then I'm shutting up. So I am doing this last one, and this is one of those ones, I love this about pre-calc. I love when pre-calc looks scary, and it's super not scary. So I put this one on a quiz once when I taught this another year, and they're like, you tricked us. Well, you never showed us how to do this. Can you do this problem? Yeah, it's hard. This is the same damn problem. It's just easier. So we need 2 points. This one is -6, 0. And this one is 0, 2. Does that make sense? And now it's super easy. Give it a shot. I'm going to even push you on this one. Go all the way. Put it in standard form. I know. I heard that noise. Curse you, standard form. And I'm even going to give you a little hint. B, there's another name for B. What is B? It's the y-intercept. Oh, look, I already even told you what it is. It's beautiful. We are plugging in. Oh, be careful here. You plugged in 0, true, correct?
Yeah.
0. Yeah. Because watch, and then watch what happens. It's so lovely. All the 0, watch everything out. Yeah. Plug in 0, 2 if you're gonna do any plugging in, you little geeks, you nerds, you weirdos. That's because 0 is gonna get rid of your X stuff.
Is it 6 equals 1/3 x plus?
The first thing I'm going to tell you the easiest way to get to this word right here. Okay, that's one way because it tells you. But if you were like many of my sweet lambs out there, and you're like, I need to do the work. Let's do it. Let's plug in 0 and 2 or 6, -6 and 0. I don't care, but I'm going to use 0 and 2. So I'm going to get 2 equals 1/3 times 0 plus B. Boom. That goes away. There you go. Okay. Standard form for me, my friends. I want this bad boy in standard form right now. If you haven't done it, here it is. Put it in standard form, and I am shutting up while you do that. Put that in standard form. X's and Y's on one side. No fractions, no negatives. I do it in 2 steps. You can do it in 1.
Yeah, you did amazing.
I appreciate that. Cheer me on, Dr. Baby. Because I got to change the signs of everything, right? So here, let me show you to you one more time. So this is the regular one, yeah? Okay, so here's what I got to do. I got to move this guy over. Negative 1/3 x plus 1y equals 2. Are you cool with that? Can't have a negative, so I start with that. Change, change, change. Then I can't have a 3 on the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. I do it in 2 steps. Hey, how about the odd ones? So I have a couple things to say before we wrap up, and here's what. I am starting to see some of my sweet, sweet babies in here who are kind of not doing their homework when they're supposed to, and are kind of doing it in class. And here's the deal. I literally give you just enough that you had enough practice. If you're not genuinely doing the what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 problems tonight, you're not practicing enough. And if you're coming in and like, I'm just going to take it because I want those 4 points, you realize missing 1 problem on the test wipes away those homework points. 1 problem on the test wipes away all those homework points. So please, 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 you pick this. If you're not up for doing it, switch. We have 2 more days to switch. If you don't switch by Friday, I feel confident that there will be no room for you in staff. And let me be really clear. I have 3 kids who all are either in college or have master's degrees. I made them all take calculus because I'm a math teacher, right? I'm a nerd. I'm like, you have to take calculus. Do you know which one of my 3 kids needed calculus to get their degree? None of them, right? My son, poli-sci major going to law school, does not need calculus. My daughter has a double degree in archaeology and classics, doesn't need calculus. My son was a it's being called GIS, Geographical Information Sciences. In other words, like roller coaster tycoon all day. Or the state of California, doesn't need calculus. They were so mad at me. So if you're not thinking that you might go into finance or science or math as a major in college, that is probably a better option. I love having you here, but you don't have to be here, okay? So if this is making you nervous, decide now, yeah? Next couple days. Hey, and because we're running a little low on time, watch this. Did you all do your homework last night?
Yeah.
Say yes. Okay, I'll put it on. I don't do that all the time. You guys want to get out and show it to me so I'll be like, ooh, just wave it at me? Just wave me your homework? So, no, okay, you don't have to do that. No one wants to do that. Shut up. You're so lazy. I will check tomorrow though, but today I'm letting it go. Love you. So don't forget to watch the videos. And sorry about yesterday's video. Oh God, I'm still talking. That's so embarrassing. Sometimes I yell it every time.